Hey everyone, let's talk about parenting. All right, welcome back, by the way. Let's talk about parenting. In my experience, this is what happens is that we end up taking on other people's children. And what happens is we pour our hearts and soul and we give all of this attention to their kids and do things that we feel responsible for because we would do it to our children and with our children. So if you're a great parent, if you're an involved parent, I am, kudos to you, right? More power to you. But what happens is we tend to partner up with somebody who's not a good parent. Okay. We tend to see it as let me show you how great of a parent I can be. Let me show you how much I will bring to your life, which is wrong. We shouldn't see it. We should not be trying to do that and prove our worth to our significant other in that way, right? And even then, I don't even know if we should be trying to do that, but I digress. We go out of our way to do things for their kids. And they might say that they appreciate it, okay? But if you have to make somebody a better parent, then they were never a good parent, okay? Like that's, in the end, they're going to use all your time, all your resources, all your energy. And they're going to give you excuses of why they couldn't do it, of why they haven't done it. But if their children were a priority for them, they would find a way, just like you have found a way, just like you have made it work all these years, all this time. You have, again, I'm speaking of my own experience. You have found jobs around the kids' schedules. You have found people and nannies and whatever you needed to do to pick them up. You have lost jobs to help with the children. You have lost opportunities because you had to go to pick them up or because they were sick or whatever it is. So if you end up partnering up with somebody and you're the one taking on all of these responsibilities that they have never done themselves for their own children, I am sorry, but in the end, they don't care. They don't care that you're doing these things. It's nice. And they can say like, oh, look what I'm doing for my kids now. Look at how great I am for my children now. I'm amazing. When it's you that's doing all the work. You're the one repairing everything. I began to get disgusted with myself when I realized that I was with somebody who did not have the same values as I did. They did not have the same love of children and morals as I did, because they did not put their children at the same level that I put my children. That's important. That is really important, because how are we going to move forward? It's a one-sided relationship, and I understand that there's seasons of relationships. But if I'm the one doing everything for their children, they are not that person. So they will not help me balance out with my children. Do you see where I'm going with that? Does that make any sense? Or am I crazy? I could be crazy. That's definitely possible. I have been known to be crazy. But I just realized, all of this time of me helping out and me doing all of this work, and that other person was not helping me with my children. So I was drained. And they really didn't care. They didn't care that their kids went to the doctors. They didn't care that their kids didn't have a ride home. They didn't care that their kids were eating nothing but junk food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a whole, I don't know, what 24 pack of Cokes, and they have diabetes. If they don't care, and I'm trying to make them into a better parent, I'm trying to love their children. Not that I'm trying, but I do love their children. But I'm trying to protect their children. Why am I fighting more for their children than they are for their own? Think about that really hard, okay? Because you deserve better. You deserve better. You are going to end up not being able to pour into your own kids because you're worried about them. Okay? Think about Do they love their children as much as you love yours? Do they respect their children the way that you respect your children? Are they going to love their children enough to discipline them in a way, I'm going to say discipline and restrict them in a way that you would do it? Okay, that is a huge thing. If y'all are on different pages, then you're going to be doing all the work. You're going to be exhausted from cooking, cleaning, picking up, scheduling appointments. You're going to be drained of your energy and your life force because you're so worried about their children's health, and they're sitting pretty. They're fine. They're living their best life. They're not worried about it. They don't stay up at night worried about it, because otherwise they would have taken care of this and been on it before you. All of this is like when you're dating, okay? It's different when you're married and you're, beyond that. But when you're dating and you find somebody that you are trying to help them be a better parent, think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Why are you fighting for their children, their health, their schedules, their everything else? You're fighting more for their children than they are for their own. Then they're not very good parents. Or at least not, don't come after me, at least not where you are. You need to be equally yoked, says the Bible. We need to be on the same page, on the same level, have the same rules, morals, values, guidelines, just on the same page. Just think about what I said. Think about what I said. Think about how you're pouring so much. Like, are they really good parents? I mean, I think I believed a lot of the lies. And I believed a lot of the poor me. It's because of my, the other parent. And that's why that's why I can't go to I can't make appointments because they don't give me the doctor's information. But they've been going to the same doctor since they were little. How does that make sense? When you were with them, they were still going to the same doctor? I think we tend to ignore the red flags because we feel good. We feel like we're needed and we're wanted, and we can shine in this area. But at what cost? And are we just, what's the word? Like putting wool over our eyes. Like we're just putting on this veil of rose-colored glasses too, if you want. Denial, total denial. That's probably not true. They probably could have access to their children's medical records at any time. They could go to the school and help out and do this and do that. Why haven't they? And then when their kids are with them, what are they doing? Are they giving and pouring into them their all? Right? Are they willing to do what you're willing to do for your children? It's not. It was taking from my energy. It was taking from my own children. And I don't want you to go through the same thing. Know your worth. Know your worth and don't feel like you need to prove it. Okay? You do not have to save anyone. You need to fend for yourself. And I'm talking mostly to the single parents, right? The single moms and dads. If you are having to be a better parent to their kids than they are to their own, that is a huge red flag. And it's going to hurt you and your kids. Because those people are takers. And you deserve more. Your kids deserve more. And you'll find it. And it will come. But in the meantime, let's make sure that we are vetting these people that we're dating, or the people that we're surrounding ourselves with, friends that we're surrounding ourselves with. Just keep that in mind, okay? I had to share my experience because if I can save you some heartache and some pain and some time, I will. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. Remember that you are loved and highly favored. Bye.